Well, Joe, as we get closer to the end of our show, our video and podcast, I'd like to thank you for your time, for all the stories you shared, or all the knowledge you brought to our conversation. And as usual, I'd like to ask you to share what was your biggest lesson and what is the biggest advice you give to the people that are starting their lean journeys right now?
I think that in somehow we touch already during our talk. But there is some key learnings that, first of all, don't just focus on tools. Sometimes it's important to start with some tools, but try to focus what is the problem, what is the purpose, why you want to start this journey, and try to focus on your main problem, and then see how tools can help you to solve this problem. Another advice is it's really important to understand the culture of a company. As I mentioned, even working at Volvo, the way that we implement Lean here in Brazil, in Curitiba, that's part of our DNA, is not the same that I have some, I mentioned some success that we had in US, but I also had some fail just trying to implement exactly the same way. Imagine that people will just embrace the same way that people here in Brazil, they embrace that. So, and it's not like that. So we also fail many times, and fail is part of this journey as well, if you learn with that, of course. I used to say to my people, fail, it's important if you learn. If you keep failing every single day in the same field, then is not okay. You need to fail and learn from that and then keep going. So don't focus just on tools, develop a culture. Start with yourself, especially if you are the main leader in the organization. This lean transformation needs to start with you. You need to look for someone. If you don't have that competence in your company, you need to have some coach. Again, as I mentioned, I do the analogy on riding a bike, learning. So you need some theory behind, then you start to learn by doing. But if you remember, at least I had my dad teaching me how to ride a bike. So you need someone who already faced this implementation and fail and to help you in this journey. So I think that's also important to have someone experienced, part of the management team, coaching, challenging, because if you don't have that competence, then most probably you're going to fail. So that, and most important to me, as I mentioned, Lean to me is not about tools, and about process. Of course, it's about tools, about process, about improving performance. But to me, focus on people. Focus on transforming your people, getting your people on board in this journey, helping them to transform themselves, and with that, transforming your organization. That would be my recommendation.
Well, thank you for that.
Thank you. I'm the one. Thanks again for having me here. It was really nice and really a pleasure. Thank you.